Hey y'all, today we are trying out a brand new concealer. It is called the Clinique Even Better All Over Concealer Plus Eraser. I have the shade 48WN, sorry. It's called Oat. This is what this looks like. This comes out, let me check to be sure, I don't want to give you the wrong date. Online August 16th at Ulta and in-store August 30th. They have several shades. I will list exactly how many down below, but we get into all the claims and all of that. This is supposed to be full coverage. If you are new here, I always want to let you guys know we use all natural lighting here on my channel. Sometimes you'll see the light kind of go in and out. That's the sun's fault. But I want you guys to see my skin. I want you to see my redness, rosacea, pores, all of that good stuff. And I want you to see how the products cover it. So, no filters, no blurring, just me. So if you guys are interested, I hope you subscribe if you haven't already, and let's hop into the video. Okay, so I already have my foundation on because you guys just seen me do a review of this, all of that good stuff. So I figured why have that in the video. I have on the Too Faced Born This Way matte. I cannot, you guys, I cannot rave about this enough. It is flawless. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. I will link it up here if you guys want to see the full review. It's amazing. If you guys want to see the application, all of that. I mean, it is matte, but you can still see a glow. It's not one of those like super flat drying mattes. Let's hope this concealer can stand up with this foundation because it is so good. So let me read you a little bit of what this says really quickly because this has some major claims with it. It says it's for all skin types. It's lightweight, full coverage. Now they're saying a full coverage claim here, so this better be full coverage. Instantly perfects, visibly depuffs, and it depuffs over time. Dual-ended applicator features flocked tip doe foot wand and built-in sponge blurring blender. I don't know so much about that. So your wand is in here. This does close, like it clicks closed. I like that. But then you have this little wand. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not normally a fan of that, but we'll see. We're gonna try her. 12-hour concealer, and we're gonna do a 12-hour wear test. It's done. We're doing it. If it gets rainy or this or that, we're just gonna have to deal with it because I'm giving this thing 12 hours. It visibly reduces the look of dark spots over time, improves moisture immediately by 55%, improves moisture after 24 hours by 49%, reduces the appearance of fine lines immediately by 25%. We'll see. It says it's fortified with vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, blah, blah, blah. Color stays true, doesn't streak. It's crease resistant. Wow. Sweat and humidity resistant. We will try that out today. It is 85 here and we have a lot of humidity. So this is supposed to cover dark spots as well. I have some melasma on my lip. We're going to put it there. Just a little bit and see, just to see. We're also, of course, going to use this under the eye. I won't put too much. It feels cooling upon application. Maybe it's just cold. I don't know. But it does feel very cooling. All right, let's try this guy right here. I don't know how well this is going to work. Okay. That actually works for little spots like this. Let's see how well it works under the eye. I don't think it covered my melasma, to be honest. I can still see it. If anything, I think it took away coverage. All right, let's stick this in the corner of the eye. I'm gonna do one eye with this, and then the other eye we'll do with a regular sponge. Because these little applicators on products, I'm just not a fan of. But I think where they're so small, they take extra time. And I'm not one who likes extra time. I like to get it done. But it's not super hard like some of them. Some of these applicators, holy moly, they just feel like they're hurting your eye, like you're sticking a rock and trying to blend out your concealer. This one is not that hard, but it's not soft like a regular sponge. Okay, for this side, I'm going to take my favorite sponge of life, which is the yall sponge. And we'll start pushing this into the skin. Off that first initial application and using the little applicator that's on it, I think it's medium coverage. I don't think it was at all full coverage. But do you see how much quicker this is? Like, you just don't even have to fool with it. It's just easier. I totally don't get them putting a friggin' applicator on the product. We all have applicators. Like, we have sponges or even a brush, whatever you want to use. If you have makeup, if you do your makeup, you're probably gonna have some sort of beauty sponge. Okay, 100%. This side is low medium coverage. The side I use the sponge with is definitely better coverage. I would say this is more medium high coverage for sure. So there is what we look like. Applicator on the product, beauty sponge. Huge difference there. All right, let's add a little bit more just to see what we can get here. Is this full coverage achievable or not? I think it is with a sponge, a different sponge. I don't think it is with the applicator. I don't. Over here, we don't even really need a second layer, but just to kind of keep it similar, I'll add a little bit more. Let's throw some on the Cupid's bow. Yeah, I don't like it for the actual face, dark spots, all of that. Not a fan of that. I don't think it gives you the best amount of coverage. All right, now let's try this side with a sponge. See if we get better coverage. I know we definitely did on the other side. By far we got better coverage. Oh yeah. Much, much better. Definitely use a sponge of your choice. This little applicator on here, it does work, and I don't think it's like crazy hard or anything, but if you want the most coverage, a sponge is way better. I hope you can see it on camera as well as I can see it in person, because there's no comparison. I definitely think we got to full coverage. It's not super creasy in my fine lines at all. It actually looks really, really good with the fine lines. Like, holy moly. Let's set the under eyes. Should we do that? And then, I mean, because it's claiming to last 12 hours with no setting, no nothing. So let's do that. Let's set one under eye and not the other. I always set my under eye. I just think it looks better. It looks smoother. Kind of set it and forget it, really. This is our set side. You can see it just looks airbrushed, beautiful. But this does not look bad without setting it. You can definitely see some moisture. And I think that's good if you have dry under eyes. It's still very tacky though, so take that into consideration. But set, unset, definitely full coverage. I'm going to hop off here, do the rest of the face, and we will be right back. Okay, lovelies, this is the finished face. I did really, really simple makeup, really no big deal. Bronzer, highlighter, threw on some lashes, and this is what we've got. Now, I will say when I was putting on my highlighter, the unset side did not go on well. It's really chunky, didn't want to blend or move. So if you're doing kind of a full face type of makeup look, I would definitely say set it, because this side is very smooth, blended. It looks more blurred and perfected as well. This side, the actual under eye does not look bad. It is settling a little bit more into my fine lines under my eyes, but this is the biggest problem. It didn't want to blend. It's more of that patch that I'm, you know, it's like a strip of highlighter. No. But yeah, this is it. So we are going to do a flipping 12-hour wear test on this. We're gonna do some check-ins. I will see you guys shortly. Okay, lovelies, it has been 4 hours. Let's see how our under eyes are looking. Everything looks really good, like surprisingly good. So I have no real complaints right now. I just wanted to pop in, show you guys our 4-hour mark. So yeah, this is what we've got. I will see you guys way later on tonight. Okay guys, we are finally at the 12-hour mark. I forgot to tell you this is $26. Let's look and see what we have going on. I already know how I feel. I just wanted to make sure. I do recommend this. I love that it's full coverage, but it's not cakey, it's not overly matte, it's not overly drying. You still have moisture in your skin, and I love that. It's not super creasy. It has been really hot outside, and I agree with the fact that it is like sweat resistant. It didn't melt off my face. I love it. This I don't love. I would much rather use a regular sponge. I think it gave me way better coverage by far. I mean, it held up so well for 12 hours, so well. And I agree, if you're older, more mature, if you have a lot of fine lines, this looks really, really good. Like, I am honestly shocked. I'm not the biggest Clinique fan. I'm just not. I like a couple of their products, but overall, it's not my favorite. But this is really, really good. So I definitely like it for under the eye. Not so much on the face, but under the eye, love this. Highly recommend. If I'm forgetting to say anything, I will leave it down below, but I'm glad we got the 12 hours in. I was totally forgetting. I definitely like the set side better by far. That's how I would wear it, but that's how I wear all of my concealers. I set all of them. The unset side, I mean, it lasted 12 hours. We're past 12 hours now. So it looks beautiful. It didn't come off. It lasted. You don't have to set this one, but that's like my highlighter, things like that. It just blended better. I think it's smoother with it being set. But again, you don't have to. So your call with that one. I would say set it and forget it. That's so corny, isn't it? Yes. Okay. I'm just too tired, you guys. All right. So now I'm really going to hop off of here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, I hope you subscribe and click that bell. And I hope to see you in my next one. Bye, guys.